What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I'm back with another video. And I have more Xbox One news, good news, great news. Before Mortal Kombat to me got Game of E3. It's awesome. It's going to be 1080p, 60 frames per second on the Xbox One. It's been confirmed. Also, like I said, Phil Spencer gave it. And speaking of 1080p, 60 frames per second, Phil Spencer gave an interview on yeah, this shit is beautiful. This game is beautiful, man. Max Payne, you gotta love Max Payne. Phil Spencer gave an interview after E3, and I think it was Jeff Keighley and him. He was saying it might have been that interview. I know I just read it just now. That Destiny will be 1080p, 30 frames per second on the Xbox One, the same as the PlayStation 4. And he said because of the new Xbox One dev kit, like I told you guys before, he said I was damage controlling that you can have the most powerful console in the world, but if you don't have the tools to extract the power from the console, it means nothing. So now these new dev kits are out, and for them being able to achieve 1080p, 60 frames, or whatever, you're gonna have parity between the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 in terms of resolution. It never really bothered me, but a lot of you guys were bragging, but whatever the case, how the console wars go. Like I said, it didn't bother me. That's not me damage controlling. It was a big deal. I own a PlayStation 4 and I have two high-end gaming rigs, so it never bothered me. But anyway, it is what it is. So kudos, like I said, the game is going to be 1080p, 30 frames per second on the Xbox One. Also too, according to what I read that that developers can go back and patch older games that are not and make them native 1080p on the Xbox One. Also, that's more good news. Also, too, speaking of the Xbox, GameStop just released released a statement saying that the new Xbox One SKUs, the $400 model without the Kinect, are flying off the shelves. They said they didn't think that it was going to be that, the sales going to be that high. So more good news, So they're flying off the shelves. Now I do expect the Xbox One sales to be kind of flat and dismal for the month of May because they just announced the price cut in the month of May. So I do expect the Xbox One to probably come in, last place for the month of May. Also, too, the Kinect, the Wii U sold pretty well with the Mario Kart, bundle. So, shout out to Nintendo. Good news for them. Let's see if they can keep the momentum. Right now, though, speaking of momentum, speaking of Mario Kart, Halo, the Master Chief Collection, is the #1 selling game on Amazon. You heard me right, ladies and gentlemen. It is the #1 game on Amazon right now. Selling more than Mario Kart, The Order, Quantum Break, anything. The Halo, the Call of Duty, everything. The Halo, the Master Chief Collection is the #1 selling game right now on Amazon out of all platforms. So that's good news right there. Like I said, Halo has a big cult following. And to think about it, you're getting Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4 for $60. So it kind of says like, damn, Sony, here it is, you charging $65 for the Last of Us, and here's something Microsoft is giving you 4 games for the price of one. And like I said, Halo has a cult following. Halo 2 fully remastered, 1080p, all of them are 1080p, 60 frames per second. But Halo 2 got the you got torque from the floor, looks great. Like my son, I bought him an Xbox One last year for Christmas. He plays more on his 360. You know why? He plays Halo. You heard about this, right? He's excited and he's ecstatic. So, it is what it is. So, like I said, it's a lot of good news, man. Also something else I wanted to say. Like I said again, also too, Microsoft does have a big third-party exclusive. It wasn't announced yesterday because the game was nowhere close to yet to be shown. So I don't know if we're going to see it next year at E3. But yeah, I got that from a little birdie of mine, a real credible person. Like I said, I met a few people since I've been doing these videos, but they do have I don't know what game it is, but I'm not gonna lie, I know what game it is, but expect to probably see that next year at E3. Shit, they didn't even show a trailer or anything from Gears of War, so it's not too far fetched. But anyway, this your boy Next Gen 720. Twist your fingers up, bang, motherfucker, bang. I will be getting Mortal Kombat on PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Bring